it's less about like it healing really, but more about just like knowing how to manage it. I actually had a flare up the week before state this year.
Kendall Schrader grew up aspiring to be a collegiate tennis player, maybe even go pro. Supported by her family, it was less a pipe dream and more so just on the horizon. That is, until an injury blocked the road ahead.
Initially, we probably just overdid it, for the weekend, take a couple weeks off and it'll be fine, right? Like you maybe pull the muscle or you feel better. And it wasn't getting better after 3 or 4 weeks. And so then, we decided we needed to make some, appointments and have it looked at.
Being a dad, I'm like, you're gonna be fine and everything will be cool. And then when the doctor actually said, maybe you shouldn't play tennis, that really hit home. And, so we obviously had to, as a family, kind of come together and figure out, because it's been such a big part of our life.
A back injury, specifically a herniated disc, threatened to disrupt the very identity that Kendall had created. The doctor's diagnosis, plus the sobering reality of an unknown future, was frightening for the then 14-year-old.
It was really scary. I didn't know if I was gonna be able to have any experience of being on the high school team or play tennis again at all. I was super nervous after it.
Kendall was suddenly looking at up to 2 years before she could take the court again, just as she was getting ready to attend Benet Academy for her freshman year.
She could have just packed it in. She could have just said, well, that's the way it is, and I guess I've got to find something else to do. And she wasn't willing to throw in the towel in that regard.
Michael Hand is the varsity coach at Benet and saw firsthand the resolve shown by Kendall in the months following the diagnosis. Thanks to physical therapy, needling, and multiple cortisone shots, Kendall suited up with her teammates in the final meet of her freshman year.
The serve, especially the forehand, the backhand, there's a tremendous amount of torque and rotation. So without that, you really can't function.
Her personal coach since the age of 7, Brian Page, has had the unique perspective of creating a training plan for Kendall, one that allows her back to recover from the rigors of tennis.
Until they found out what it was very frustrating for her and me. But then we knew there was going to be a time when she was going to be better. So all you could do during that time, kind of like now, is just to maintain the best you can.
Kendall played her sophomore season with Benet with minimal restrictions, ultimately opting to spend her junior year touring on the Junior USA circuit. That brings us to her senior year and the week of the state meet.
This is the worst time to have a flare-up. I can't believe I'm having a flare-up. But then I was able to get it down in 2 days, so it was fine.
The temporary scare was nothing compared to the fright that Kendall and her doubles partner Caitlin Lee put into their opponents. The Red Wings rolled through the state tournament. Running into the pairing that they had lost to earlier in the season, Schrader and Lee put the finishing touches on an unbelievable campaign, becoming the first Benet double pairing to win the state title.
Her strength and the fire that she has is unteachable. She has a passion and a fire in her belly that cannot be taught, and her will to accomplish is it's unbelievable.
Kendall's a great player, and you can expect good things from her, but you didn't know because of this kind of wild ride and journey where it was not enough. It was truly an absolute surprise.
She kind of felt, I don't want to say vindicated, but I think she felt that all the work that she had done had paid off.
Now with high school in the rearview mirror, Kendall is looking forward to attending Denison University. While the journey provided detours and a change in destination, Schrader seemed to ace every test. Reporting for Sports Story Sunday, I'm Kevin Jackman.